everybody, so this is Mihira and this is our first ever sports nutrition topic. The topic that we're going to talk about today is energy and energy systems, and it's divided into two parts, and today we're going to talk about part 1. So we all need energy to do any activity that we're involved with, and whether it's moving, whether it's intense training sessions, we always need energy. But where does this energy actually come from? And we know that it comes from food, but what is it in food really that gives us this energy? So we have three major macronutrients called as carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Let's start with each one of these. So we have carbohydrates. So if you've had a bowl of rice or if you've had a bowl of pasta, your body will digest that, and what you'll get in your blood is the simplest form of carbohydrate called as glucose. This blood is now going to send across this glucose to different cells and tissues of your body so that they can use it to do their own functions. Any glucose that is left over is then stored in your muscles as well as in your liver as stored glycogen. So we have carbohydrates. The simplest form of carbohydrates is called as glucose, and the storage form of carbohydrates is called as glycogen, which is stored in your muscles as well as your liver, and this plays an important role in giving you energy when you need it. So if you're going for a training session, you would require to consume your carbohydrates, which will then be stored as glycogen. Glycogen will break itself down to the simplest form, which is glucose, and glucose will then give you energy for your training session. Point 2 is proteins, and if you've had a big piece of meat or if you've eaten eggs, you will have your digestive system digesting it, and what you'll get in your bloodstream is the simplest form of proteins called as amino acids. These amino acids will reach out to different cells and tissues so that these cells repair themselves, they rejuvenate themselves, and along with that you'll also have these amino acids make certain hormones, make antibodies and so many other important components. Protein again is also going to play an important role along with carbohydrates to help you build muscle mass, and if this is supported with great training, it's going to help you build strength, build power, build speed, all of that. So the simplest unit of protein is amino acids. The third section is fats. So if you've had some nuts, some seeds, a dollop of oil or ghee, your system is going to digest it, and what you're going to get in your blood is fatty acids, which are the simplest unit for fats. These fatty acids are again going to go to different cells and tissues and perform various functions like providing insulation in different climatic conditions, providing cushioning to your crucial organs, providing lubrication to your joints. And any fatty acids that are stored, they're always stored. They're going to be stored as triglycerides in your fat cells. So the simplest unit of fats is fatty acids, and the storage form of fats is triglycerides. So whenever you're in a need of energy, you will always have carbohydrates as glycogen being broken down to give you energy, and you'll have fats as triglycerides that will break down itself to give you energy. Protein's main function is not to provide you energy but help you build muscle mass, help you in recovery. But if your diet is inadequate with carbohydrates, then your body will end up using these amino acids as a source of energy. Here is a fun fact for you. So 1 gram of carbohydrate gives you 4 calories. 1 gram of protein gives you 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat gives you 9 calories. So here's a small example. So this is a small palm size fulka, and 2 fulkas of this size is going to get you approximately 21 grams of carbohydrates and approximately 90 to 100 calories that come from 2 small fulkas like these. This is 1 egg, so you will have 6.5 grams of protein that lands up coming from 1 egg, which gives you roughly about 26 odd calories, but an entire egg, because it contains fat as well, gives you somewhere about 85 to 86 odd calories. This is 1 teaspoon. If you've had 1 teaspoon of oil, which is 5 grams of oil, it will give you approximately 45 odd calories. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. Tomorrow we're going to discuss about what is energy really. when you train for your particular sport, from where does this energy actually come from? So stay tuned for tomorrow's class.